We are on the Skyliner and we're heading over to Epcot from Hollywood Studios. I parked at Hollywood Studios because I'm going to be filming a little bit more than just a Flower and Garden Festival today. So you guys will see the Flower and Garden Festival video. Then I have some St. Patrick's Day stuff I'm going to film, and then I have some other stuff I'm filming that I am going to go over to the boardwalk for. So I wanted to park at Hollywood so that I could then like walk from Epcot through the boardwalk. So I'm really excited. I love taking the Skyliner in general. I feel like there's so much of the Disney resort that you get to see. So even if you're not staying at one of the hotels, if you're like park hopping, take the Skyliner because you can see so much and it's very beautiful. After I got my festival passport, I headed over to the butterfly landing near the land. This is such a beautiful exhibit. I absolutely love seeing all of the different butterflies that Disney helps create a habitat for. And I also really enjoyed learning a little bit more about butterflies in general and how to plant your own butterfly habitat. It's really wonderful to think, even in small ways, we can help nature. Then I headed over to the Emotion Garden. This is one of the more creative things I saw at the Flower and Garden Festival. They had plants for each of the emotions that are in the Inside Out movies. So Disgust is my favorite. I think she's really cute and sassy, so I enjoyed that. But the Fearful plants were really beautiful. I like that like hanging over aesthetic, and obviously the Joy plants are really cute with the little sunflowers and the daisies and all the little cute yellow plants. And of course they had a section right across from that main Emotion Garden where they have all of the Inside Out 2 emotions: anxiety, ennui, embarrassment, and it was super cute. You know, the little envious plants. I just love that so much. Then I ended up at my first merch booth, which was the Orange Bird merch booth. There are General Flower and Garden Festival, Spike the Bee, Orange Bird, and Alice in Wonderland merch booths throughout Epcot. And I absolutely love the little Orange Bird ears and all of the different 30th anniversary items. It has been a really good year for merch. Also a reminder that there are concerts at Epcot during this time, so make sure to check that lineup if you're coming down. Next, we're heading over to Communicore Hall to check out their incredible topiary display. So a lot of this is giant flowers. Then they also have a section about how they make each topiary. So we already saw Phineas and Ferb, and this gives you an idea of other topiaries later in the video. I really like these areas of just learning how to do this. Also, the food will change throughout the festival at Communicore Hall, so make sure to check the dates for the different menus at Farmer's Feast. Then I started heading towards World Showcase, and there's an incredible Scentsy garden, and you can smell a lot of different scents, and it talks about all the different things that Scentsy offers. I thought it was really cute. And then you can go see the Family Madrigal right at the beginning of World Showcase. Isabel is my favorite character, and I think the Flower and Garden Festival is perfect for her. So I really, really enjoyed seeing that. And then it was time to start our scavenger hunt. So if you don't want to see any scavenger hunt spoilers, make sure to skip ahead with the timestamps below. I started off my scavenger hunt in Mexico, so right across from the main area in the Mexican pavilion is the desert garden, but if you walk over to the left, you will find the actual little Spike the Bee. So make sure that you're not looking for it in the main desert garden area. It is more to the left. In Italy, you won't find the Garden Italiano in the pavilion. You'll find it in between Italy and Norway. So make sure that you look for it there. The American Spike the Bee is a little bit easier to find because it's right next to the beautiful American Princess Tiana. This Spike the Bee is in the Kokodama Garden in Japan, so make sure that you go next to the Kawi Museum because that's where you're going to find it. Don't look around any of the other areas. This one's a little bit difficult to find because it's a little bit off the beaten path. In Morocco, the Spice Garden is pretty easy to find if you just stay walking through the main path. And you'll find the little pepper plant with a little Spike the Bee. He's super cute. Next up in France is the Rose, and it is right across from the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, so you have to walk a little bit into France to find this one. Make sure that you're looking for that beautiful little Beauty and the Beast sing-along entrance. In the English tea garden, there is also a little camellia plant, which is very cute, and you will find that at the entrance to the English tea garden right as you walk up. The Cana plant is a little bit off the beaten path as well. It's near the Honey Bistro, which is across from Swirled Showcase. And if you're near the Honey Bistro, then you'll walk over to the right, and it's near this first set of beehive boxes. The beautiful Sevilla plant is actually right outside Butterfly Landing where we were earlier, so make sure that you're over at the left entrance. Then the tomato is at my very favorite garden, which is Donald's Community Garden. This is walking towards a mission space, and it's over on the side of his little area. The Impatience plant you're going to find right outside the back entrance of the Creations shop, so make sure that you come out the back way near the playground area. And the Sunflower you will find near the main entrance to World Showcase in the giant Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto picnic topiary. And that is the end of our scavenger hunt section. So now it's back to all of the wonderful gardens and topiaries. And after seeing that beautiful Toy Story topiary, I wanted to go ahead and grab my first meal of the day, which is the beef tips from Northern Bloom in Canada. Was quite delicious, and then I headed back around the World Showcase to see all of the wonderful topiaries. So I absolutely love the Peter Pan topiary, super wonderful, and you will see this in the UK. I also went ahead and did my English tea garden tour, so I had signed up in the morning for the 1 o'clock slot. Make sure that you sign up in the morning for whichever tea tour you'd like. You can also do the tea tour as a self-guided tour, and they'll give you a little brochure, but I really preferred this because she gave us so much wonderful information about Twinings tea, also how to pronounce Twinings tea, so I thought that was really great. And she talked about a lot of different ways that they prepare tea in the UK. So that was really wonderful. And then I went through and saw some of the Alice in Wonderland merch. Some of this may be available in the UK year round. So make sure that you look around if you see anything that catches your eye. And personally, I love the little butterfly sandwich bag. I thought he was really cute. And Winnie the Pooh topiary is also in this section. I think the UK has so many different topiaries, and it's super, super cute, and I love the little carrots the rabbit has. We headed into France to see some of the beautiful topiaries and gardens in this section. After France, I went over and I noticed that this is in between France and Morocco. Super cute. A little shout out to the Muppets. And then, of course, this is the Spice Garden in Morocco. And then we went over to Japan. There are a lot of different gardens in the Japan section as well as the dragon topiary. So make sure that you are looking for all of them. Also, I had my second food of the day at Hanami, and I had frushi as well as the strawberry boba. It was really delicious. I think the frushi may be something that you can even get after the festival, so make sure to look out for it. This is another shot of one of the other merch booths. I wanted to show you all the backpack because I thought that was super adorable, as well as some of the other clothing items that you can grab for Orangebird. Then we're heading over to America, where of course the main topiary is Tiana. It was so lovely. I love all the different flowers that they had around her. And then I walked on over to Italy. I love the Italian street performers. If you have a couple of minutes, if you're in this pavilion, I definitely recommend watching a couple of the performances because they are super fun and they're very skilled. Outside of the pavilion, you'll see the first little garden. It's the Garden Italiano. And then once you're deeper into the pavilion, you will see Lady and the Tramp. I thought this was very well done. The way they did the texture on her ears was super impressive to me. And once you go towards Germany, you will see Snow White and all 7 dwarfs. I thought this was so interesting and creative. I love the Flower and Garden Festival. It's probably one of the better ones in my opinion. So I think all of these are just so well done. Then I had my least favorite food. I would not recommend it. And then I went to have my favorite food. So I feel like that definitely made up for it. So the potato pancake was not that great, but this was definitely my favorite food of the festival. It's from the Refreshment Outpost. It's a wonderful little parfait. And after I enjoyed that, I went on over to China. There are a lot of beautiful gardens in China as well. I feel like this one, as soon as you head towards the entrance, is really impressive. And they have topiary pandas, which I was super, super excited about. I just think these are the cutest things ever, and they're near the bamboo garden. Over in Norway, you'll be able to see everybody's favorite ice princess, as well as her sister, Queen Anna. And I love this as well. What I really like is that they have these white plants that look like they're frostbitten. I thought that was a really creative touch. And they also have a giant gnome in the main part of the Norway pavilion. I just thought that was so wonderful. Of course, you can see everyone's favorite mariachi star, Miguel, and his dog Dante in Mexico, as well as the desert garden. It's quite beautiful, and I really love succulents. Obviously, as a Floridian, this is one of my favorite plants, so I really enjoyed this part. Then I headed over to get the liquid nitrogen honey mascarpone cheesecake. It was really, really good. I think a lot of the Swirled Showcase stuff this year was super amazing. And I wanted to show you the Spike the Bee merch that I mentioned earlier. It is super cute. I actually ended up getting a little Spike the Bee merch that I'll show you at the end of the video. But I like Spike the Bee. I think he's super adorable. And then I headed over to get this Impossible meatball from Trowel and Trellis. So I really like to try all of the different vegan options and all the different vegetarian options, just to let you know how I thought they were. This is also a garden graze item. I thought it was really good. It had like a nice sauce on it, so I do recommend grabbing that. The garden graze was really fun. The avocado toast from Brunchcott is also a part of the garden graze. So you can just try a lot of different items if you're doing garden graze and then get your little prize at the end. Citrus Blossom has my favorite merch from the whole festival, and I will show you that at the end as well. It also has a plant-based pork, which I thought was really, really good. And I absolutely loved that. There's so much good food at the festival this year. So just like at the art festival, once I got all my stamps from the garden grays, I went over to Pineapple Promenade and got my Dole Whip, which was my prize for finishing. And then I went over to the mission space area to eat my Dole Whip and check out all of the interesting topiaries they have over here, like Groot, which I thought was super incredible. Buzz Lightyear is also in this section, as well as outside of the Connections Cafe, you can see Donald and all of his little nephews. So there's a lot to see outside of World Showcase, and make sure you head over there. We are going to do Brittany's Best, which is a segment I started in my Mardi Gras video. And basically I'm going to list out like the best topiary, the best food, the best of everything that I can possibly think of. So I'm going to go through the passport with you guys and list that out. I'm going to show you the redemption that you get for doing the scavenger hunt. First things first, going through my very favorite things. So in the front of the passport, it lists topiaries and gardens. My favorite topiary, by far, Beauty and the Beast. The France topiaries were like beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it was just like, maybe, I think it's very personal. Like which topiary you like is very, very personal, because if you love Beauty and the Beast, you're gonna love it. What I loved the most was it had this moving part in Cogsworth, and it was a piece of wood, and it was like his little ticker. It was so cute. I loved that. I was like, oh, Beauty and the Beast, just beautiful. The setting. My favorite garden was Donald's Community Garden. So they have different gardens. The butterfly garden was quite lovely. They have, I mean, there's so many different garden displays. So the topiaries will be throughout the park, and then the gardens will be like specifically, they have the tea garden in the UK and things like that. So they'll be like centrally located in different pavilions. Talking about my favorite food item, Refreshment Outpost, that seasonal parfait with the watermelon and the pineapple and the tahini and the spicy chili sauce. If you get any food item, go get that one. It was 100% the best. Favorite merch is the one that I'm going to show you right now. So they've done Orange Bird stickers before. I don't know if they do it every single year, just being 100% honest, but I know they've done one very similar to this before. Let me just show you. Let me get as close as I can. He has this little orange. He has his own little sipper. So this is you. You can drink out of him. And he has a little orange. I think that's so cute. So this is my favorite merch. I got this at the Citrus Blossom, which is in that very central part. And this is the souvenir cup of the festival. And you can get an orange and lemon smoothie, I believe, that can go in here, or you can ask them for a separate cup, which is what I did. So I actually got my smoothie in a separate cup so I didn't get him dirty while we were at the festival. But it's so cute. And I don't know if you guys can see, like, it says Walt Disney World and it has the orange bird like imprinted on here. So I loved this so much. Like, I just thought it was so, so cute. And I love that you can just have this all summer long, like orange bird summer moment. I love that. So that was my favorite merch. Okay, this is the prize for completing the scavenger hunt. So as long as you buy the scavenger hunt, you can get this watering can. So you actually have a choice of Absalom, and he's blue. There's a red Mickey one. There may be one more option, or you can get Spike the Bee, and he's yellow. Look at his little wings on the back. He's so cute. And his little nose is the watering can, so you just fill him up. I love that. I think this is a great decor item if you don't, like, I live in an apartment, so I don't really have like any outdoor plants, but if I had like a cute little small one, I could use it for my little tree, I guess. But you know, it's a good decor item as well, because I think it's really springtime. That's why I got the yellow. So that is everything that I got at the festival. And that is everything that I got at the festival. Everything at the Flower and Garden Festival is so wonderful, and I hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching.